Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Digital Media Sync today. Today, I decided to stay home as we are going to have a pandemic tropical storm. So, see a lot of goofy things in the background instead of the regular known co-working space. We usually broadcast at known co-working. There's a nice little broadcast area up in the 5th floor. And if you want to go to nhvknown.com, you can see some of the offerings. So dedicated desk and office space that's available, and the pricing, and actually had a friend and colleague come visit the space and work at Known. So that was a lot of fun. It's not very often we get to see a lot of people around these days in general. Also, broadcasting this week, we have a Known live tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and I'm actually really excited about it. I mean, I'm always really excited, but this one I'm super excited because it is Alisa Bowen Micardo, and she is going to be talking about being a serial entrepreneur and about her new beer. And so that's going to be just really very really good stuff. So with Known Live, we talk a lot about business, about small businesses, about artists, about entrepreneurs, people who are pivoting. And then Digital Media Sync is very specific to online communications and online marketing. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And just another heads up, next week, we are going to be having a guest, a Digital Media Sync, and I hope that you all tune in for this because it is going to be Gina Bingham from the New Haven Free Public Library, and she is going to be talking about all of the business resources available online, as well as in the library. So amongst other businesses and organizations, the New Haven Free Public Library has been shut down. However, they have been very available online and providing information as to how all of that works. So that's another very interesting topic and very informative. So one more piece of information, and then I'll start diving into what our topic is today. And that is that we have on nhvknown.com the ability to take all of these digital media syncs, the Known Live, and the Pivot Talk, and those are all in the events and programming section. So whenever we live stream these, they're also available recorded on nhvknown.com. So just go ahead and visit there. And what we're going to be doing is providing even more than the live stream. We're going to have supplemental information and documents and so forth. So with that, there's a premium option on the nhvknown.com where it's $9 a month, and you get all of the supplemental, and you also have a membership as well. So take a look at that. All right, so today I decided last week when I was working with a few of my clients who have physical locations, they are local businesses, and they are open and working, and they either have an online offering with their products or services, or they have curbside pickup, or it's a restaurant or a jewelry store or a retail of some sort. And so we've been working on ways to advertise for them that are effective and inexpensive. And one of the things that I haven't really talked about a lot, because I don't like talking about specific platforms as advertising options as being the only option. I like to look at it from the perspective of a overarching plan, a campaign, maybe bringing in more than one platform. Depends on the audience. I'm always saying, to think about what you are trying to accomplish. Obviously, trying to accomplish sales. The end result is you want to have clients, you want to have customers, you want to make money. But what's the path that you take in order to do that? So I usually try to take it from the top level and then kind of break things down. So in this case, I'm talking about Google Smart Ads. They are quick, they are effective, and the platform really helps you by walking you through how to do advertising. So I wanted to just give a little bit of a background, what Google Smart Ads are, how they work, and how small businesses can utilize them. So Google Smart Ads actually used to be called Google Express. And it was an effective branding for them because it was a way to set up Google without having to go through the very long, arduous process of um, finding all of the keywords, doing all of the geographic information, um, picking and choosing from different aspects of the platform. And basically, what Google does now is the same thing that Facebook advertising does. Whereas it starts by asking you, what are you trying to do? Who are you trying to reach? What's the best type of advertising for you to utilize? So when you go into the Google AdWords platform, and it's adwords.google.com, and you start a campaign, I'm going to put that up here for you in the comment section. So it's adwords.google.com. Boop. And what that does is that brings you to the AdWords section, and you fill out the form and set it all up. And then when you go to start a campaign, it will ask you what type of campaign you actually want to start. And if you have any questions as I'm moving along, just throw them in the comment section, and I'll grab that from you and help you out with that. So what you're doing is one of the very first campaign options is the Google Smart Campaign. And it'll show you that it will actually advertise your business on Google Maps, in search, in display. And one of the things that it specifically does is it tracks calls. So this is, again, very important for small retail type of businesses where you want people to either call you or come to your business. They can still visit your website, but if that's not the primary option for you, you want to utilize this particular platform. And then the other thing about this is on the Google advertising platform, it actually tells you that it only takes 15 minutes to set up, which is true. It only takes 15 minutes to set up. So it walks you through a 3 or 4 step process where it guides you through, okay, where your geographic range is? Great. Are you going to target people only in New Haven, Connecticut, or Bethel, Connecticut, or Boston, Massachusetts? Great. We'll put that in there for you. And it'll prompt you for your logo, some images, and you could just type in your website address, and even a specific page. So if you have sale items on a specific page in your website, you can type that whole URL in, and it'll pull up the photos from that particular page on your website. Or if it's on your home page, it will pull that up. You drop your logo in, it gives you 5 or 6 images that include your logo and images of products. And then the next thing that happens is that you just come up with some headlines and some descriptions. So it'll give you options to put in about 5 headlines and 5 descriptions, and then 1 longer headline. So it's starting to rotate in some of the copy and graphics that are going to be in your ad. So you have text available to you, you have images available to you, you're on the map, your business information is in there, and then it starts looking at your website and what are some keywords that want to be pulled up or some phrasing. So it'll give you options for phrasing. So you don't have, if you don't really have 50 or 100 keywords, you just have some keywords that have to do with your business, you place those in as well. So this is all kind of moving along for you very, very quickly. And then everything gets put together. It shows a little image of your ad, an example of what your ads can look like from all perspectives. So what does it look like on the Google Maps? What does it look like on search? And then also what it looks like on your partner sites as well. So once that's all done, you just execute that particular campaign and it is up on your screen. One of the other things about the Google Smart Ads is that the analytics in the ad portion is very, very simple to follow along. It gives you very basic information, including the number of calls. So if you look at it weekly or monthly, it will tell you not only the number of calls, but how many minutes each call actually was. So if you drop your number in, or you decide to have a Google number for your business, it will pick up all of that information. The other information that's provided is what key phrases are being used, what search terms are being used, and what combination of advertising is working the best for you. Now, if you take all of that, again, you're in Google Ads, and that's connected. Make sure that that's connected to your Google Analytics as well, which all Google Ads are connected to your Google Analytics. You just have to set it up. And then you can start tracking it to your website as well. So you have calls, how many people are visiting your location because of the Google Ads, and then how people are going to your website and where they're going in your website. So these are all things that particular Google advertising, the smart ads, are doing. Yeah, so that was so quick and easy that it really only took me 10 minutes to describe what this particular ad campaign or ad platform specific to Google Ads can actually do. No time at all. So if you have any questions about Google Ads, the Google Smart Ads, or any Google Ads in particular, you can ask that question now. And what I might do is kind of talk about some of the other advertising that's on the Google platform. They've really changed things up. And maybe what I will do is kind of give a little example, and I will share what this actually looks like. So I am going to take a minute to do that. And I still have to say that having the in-person digital media sync experience and doing the live stream of digital media sync is still quite interesting. I don't even know who's on right now. So you definitely have to drop a hello in here. And looking at my comment section, and I see no hellos at the moment. I know usually it takes like a few sips of coffee before somebody will say hello, like around the 8:50 mark. All right, so I'm just going to set this up really quickly. And show you what this looks like. I'm going to share my screen. All right, so here we go. We're diving in. Okay, let me just double check that you can see this. So it's a little bit small, so I'm going to walk through it. So each of these boxes right here that I am hovering over, it gives you an idea of what the campaigns are actually going to do. So the very first one, this includes the smart campaign. This is talking about driving sales online, in app, by phone, or in store. So the campaign types that you're utilizing are search, display, shopping. Shopping is one as well. Video, smart, and discovery. Then it moves on to leads and get leads and other conversions. So this is very much like the Facebook advertising setup, where it's basically prompting you by telling you where, how to provide your ads can be provided. Website traffic. So in website traffic, search, display, shopping, video, discovery, there's no smart campaign in this particular one because it's you're not going to an in-store situation and you're not particularly making calls to the business. Again, obviously businesses you can call, you should be able to call very easily or chat with them very easily. But the focus is not on calls and the focus is not on visit to a location. Product and brand consideration, this is just display and video. Brand awareness and reach. So reach a broad audience and build awareness, display and video. And then you also have app promotion ads as well. So promoting if you have an app. So if I were to pick sales as a goal and continue, and again, it gives you the campaign types. So this is very nicely laid out. It's very easy to use. This was something that wasn't always available in this manner. Google advertising was probably the least understandable and most annoying. So you have your search, your display, your shopping. So this is where you bring, if you have a bunch of products, you bring all of your products online via your like WooCommerce or Shopify. You know, all the data gets brought into your shopping campaign. Video, which is pretty self-explanatory. And here's your smart campaign right here. So this is this one. So what it says is get website sales with automated ads that show on Google, Google Maps, and across the web meaning and the partner sites, and take advantage of minimal hands-on ads management. That sounds really lovely, doesn't it? So then down here, again, it's giving you another chance to kind of figure out where you want to be. So select the ways that you want to reach your goal. You want to have more website visits. You want to have more phone calls. You want to have more store visits. When it's asking you about the phone calls, it's asking you to give a phone number. So if I click on website visit, phone calls, and store visits, and I'm going to throw my number in there. I'm not going to launch this, but just so I have something. So I picked website visits, phone calls, and store visits because I have a brick and mortar location and I want them to visit me, and I want people to. So here we go with the smart ad and continue. So hopefully you can see this and you can really see how easy this is. It's asking me if I need help already. Oh, I have all these. There we go. I'm going to say I want to advertise. And where are your customers? And I want to appear in this location. So it's already identified a location for me. I'm just going to go with it. I can add more locations. I can add the full state of Connecticut if I want to. And there it is, the whole state of Connecticut. Oh, Bucket did say good morning. Good morning. And then I just go to next. So I haven't timed myself here, but even as I'm just going along and talking to you about what I'm doing, probably only took a couple of 3 minutes. So here's my keyword themes, right? Advertising agency, digital advertising, creative agency, marketing, and brand identity. I'm going to keep them all. I'm going to keep those all. And then there's more suggestions as well. So now it's saying marketing consultant, online marketing. I'm going to say, yeah, online marketing. Online app. Oops, I'm going to take that out for now. Brand promotion. It is also giving me suggestions that I don't want, such as radio advertising consultant. That is definitely not my brand. Event marketing consulting, again, not my brand. Television, not my brand. Multi-level marketing consultant, nope. So these are just all suggestions. An SEO agency is another one. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave this as it is. So this is basically 7 key terms in there. So again, very easy. And then I'm going to go to next. So now it's saying, let's write your ad. I don't know why it's saying Hamden Agency. Definitely not a Hamden Agency. So we are going to say, it's telling me that my headline to, well, first it said Hamden Agency. And then agents of branding, quality advertising today. We can't say the best, but we can say quality. New and existing businesses thrive on great advertising. Don't miss out. Let our creative designers help you build your brand. Get more information. You'll be like, nah, not really. But the first thing, one of the things that you see here is that it does have the address here for the maps. And it does have the website. Let's just say, again, I'm not going to send this out this way. Building strong businesses. Not my best ad, but we're just doing this as an example. And you can also write another ad. And again, you have your headline, headline 1, headline 2, headline 3. Mild-mannered brands become... Oh, we can't do that. Mild-mannered to super. Build a strong brand. Jump to R and retrieve it. Awesome. Strong brand marketing. I'm just going to go to next so I can show you description to bring customers to your door. So now you set your budget, and they give you a recommendation for your budget and tell you if you have an $18 daily average, what you're going to spend that month is $547. Your reach is between 5,000 and 8,000 people per day. Oh, sorry, per month, and get 90 to 170 clicks per month. All right. And then you can enter your own budget. And I'm going to go to next. And they ask you to just review your campaign. And then if I go to next, it will just execute it. So that took me a very, very little time to do. Extremely little time. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. And I've only been working on this for 5 minutes. And I've been walking you through it as well. So I've been talking through what I'm doing. And that's it. That's how that works. So that was just a quick little segment on this particular type of Google advertising called the Google Smart Ads. And so that's basically how you walk through a very simple advertising campaign that is going to quickly get you into Google Maps. And you're also going to go into Google search and display and so forth. So that is how that works. So I just wanted to reiterate, it's 9 o'clock right now. This is just a small little portion of what we are going to be providing today. And one of the reasons for that is I have to run outside and grab all my lawn chairs and put them someplace safe and hope that my tomatoes don't get thrown off of the tomato plant. Next week at Digital Media Sync, we are going to have a full hour Digital Media Sync because I'm going to have a guest. I'm going to have Gina Bingham from the New Haven Free Public Library, and she is going to be talking about all of the resources that are available for businesses at the library. And there are a ton of online resources. I know that I have my library card, and one of the first things I did when everything shut down was I entered my library card number onto the website, and I was provided with information as far as what's available. So Gina will be talking about that with me next week. So I'll have a guest next week. I will be back at Known Co-working next week. Rebecca said, good luck with the tomato plants. Yeah, I started picking some of the tomatoes already, just so I don't lose the current tomatoes, because those are probably the ripe ones are the first ones that are just going to pop right off. So I have some nice red tomatoes, which I'm deciding if I'm going to slice them up and eat them or if I'm going to just freeze them. Okay, that's not what Digital Media Sync is about. I realize that. But it's very important to me right now. So Gina Bingham on August 11th, I'll have that up on Facebook and on Digital Media Sync pages. This will be on YouTube and also at nhvknown.com. And join us tomorrow as well, because Barb Nengel will be speaking with Alyssa Bowen Micardo. She is going to be talking about rhythm brewing. She's going to be talking about how she's an entrepreneur, where she started, how she started, and where she is right now. She has Rhythm Brewing has a third beer that is out right now. I'm super excited about it. And one of the reasons that I'm super excited about it is because part of the sales are going to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater New Haven, and that has a special place in my heart because I sent one of my kids to their after school program, my older son, and he was a counselor. He still goes there and hangs out with the kids and helps coach basketball and that sort of thing. So that's really exciting for me personally that she did that. And so that's good. And that's going to just be a really great interview. So I am going to sign off for now. Everybody stay safe and healthy. And hopefully I'll see everyone next week.